Yo, what's good? What's good? What's good? Yo, stop. Yo, yo.
Can y'all hear me now? Can y'all hear me? Please tell me y'all can't hear me.
I got it. God is who I gotta be. The God in me, this is what guided me. Do this
Mic
anomaly.
check.
How many times did he lie through the honesty? Promised me. I missed the promise. Be prime through the prominence.
Yes.
Got to compromise.
There you
to
go.
the frequency to get the heart a lot. Simple shocking, no we got the
Lord.
chakra rides. There's no limit to who we can be if we
Hey.
create the we and get rid of it.
Hey, I'm gonna tell. Hold on.
Then instrumental, the info for me, we manage potential.
Crew. That last stream you had with Biggie, you and Curtis, boy, Kirk, that was a crazy one. That was a crazy one. Is Cordeezy here still? Are y'all still here? Y'all left? Anybody want to come to a shot? Do some updates? Why did everybody left as soon as I came back? There you go. Anybody want to come to a shot? Let me know. I just put some music until somebody come. We ain't got nothing to talk about. I was going to talk about the chicken though. I want to bring the chicken subject though. It's not about the egg and the chicken. No, I'm not talking about which come first. I'm talking about where the fuck did the damn chicken come from? Yo, what's good, C-Dog? Come in. Where the fuck did the chicken come from? I've never seen a wild chicken. Have y'all ever seen a wild chicken? I've never seen a wild chicken. I want to know where this motherfucking chicken come from. Y'all might think I might lose my damn mind, but boy, do you know what I just read? I read that the rooster from a mini dinosaur. That shit crazy. But this is the thing I read. Did y'all know that the chicken is actually a representation of Christ? Did y'all know that the chicken? Let me put this in there. Did y'all know that the chicken was actually a really respected symbol of the Christian church and the Catholic Church? Actually, Pope Peter named a rooster the body of Christ. So every time you eat a chicken, you're eating the body of Christ. Now let me share this until somebody come in here and I can actually have a combo with them. I'm gonna let y'all know about my boy right here. Y'all need to check him out. I don't own the right to this music.
This is what guided me through this anomaly. How many times did he lie through the honesty? Promised me. I missed the promise. Be prime through the.
Hold on, y'all listen to that. It's called Merkaba.
The prominence, we got the compromise. Tune the frequency to get the heart a lot. Sick the shocker, no, we got the chakra rise. It's no limit to who we can be if we create the we and get rid of Nintendo. Pretend it's the mental, a thin instrumental. The info for men, we amend its potential. Remain in the issue, but issue remaining humane is the wish you. Substain to be sane is the list you. Insane, it's a shame how they dish you. Get plugged to the cable, ain't able to get through the hole that we facing. They label you, then put you into the system. They schooling the victims. The more you think you smart, the more that you get them. The history, pick up
All
a
right.
history, pick up a hiccup, a stick up, pick up the ass if you ask me if I believe in it. The Bible, no, I believe in our survival. The Odyssey got.
What's up, shit up?
What's up, man?
Not much, man. I just decided to go live real quick. I haven't finished with my third part of the hidden code because I really want to hit a lot of points. So it's gonna be like a 2 hour stream. Oh Lord. But I came live because I was doing some side research and I I want you to what can I say? Watch this video real quick with me. This is not an explanation where the chicken come from or nothing like that. But
They say that a chicken came from a jungle fowl. You know, the fowl of birds.
yeah,
Says they real chickens are man-bred subspecies and never lived in the wild. So chickens aren't even natural.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like the recording of the chicken go back to 7,000 years, which is Egypt. You feel me? Like
Yeah.
it go back all the way to 7,000 years. You can't even track a chicken. Well, this is what how they domesticated. We can watch this one. This is the one I was watching. I know half of the things that they're gonna say is BS because there is no facts about some of the shit that he's saying. But check this out.
Hey kids, whenever I browse the
Can you
site,
hear
I see
that?
more and more videos of people talking about things like
Yeah.
drama,
All right.
the election, world politics, and it made me think, hey, maybe I should start covering more relevant, nuanced topics in my videos. Anyway, let's talk about chickens. So the story of the chicken begins a long time ago in Southeast Asia. Now, this area had a ton of bamboo growing all over the place. And the thing about bamboo is it follows a very specific life cycle where once every 50 years or so, every bamboo plant in a given region will blossom at the exact same time. Then, shortly after, they litter the whole area with these little seeds known as bamboo rice, or as I call them, bambinos. These pellets get planted, the current bamboo dies out, and the cycle starts over. Now, enter the ancestor of the domesticated chicken, known as the red jungle fowl. The jungle fowl lived in the same area as the bamboo, and, as you can imagine, they got a lot of benefit out of being literally knee-deep in food once every half-century. So much so that evolution basically said, alright, when food supplies go up, start pumping out babies like there's no tomorrow. That way, we can take as much advantage of each bloom as possible. As a result, the chicken population became synchronized with the bamboo, shooting up during blooms and dwindling in between. Then humans showed up and they saw this pattern and they said, wow, how bamboozling. And then they realized, wait a minute, that pun was dumb. But also, we can harness this whole chicken cycle thing. All we have to do is give these guys a whole bunch of food and we can make their reproductive systems go into overdrive whenever we want. Do you know what that means? Lots of hot bird porn. No, it means we get as many eggs as we could ever dream of. So, with a bit of work, we managed to domesticate the chicken around 5000 BC. And as you can imagine, the idea of having a literal egg-laying machine around the house was extremely popular, leading to the chicken spreading across the entirety of the civilized world over the course of a few millennia. I think it's interesting that, despite the fact that the West has had chickens for most of its history, it wasn't until way later that we figured out where they came from. Like, alright man, it's time to delve into the world of the unknown. We're gonna see things the likes of which man has never laid eyes upon before. But If you keep your wits about you, we just might make it out of here alive. Hey, is this yours? No? Weird. What the hell? Of course, having a constantly supercharged uterus is not without its drawbacks. After all, the chicken essentially goes through its entire menstrual cycle every day. So next time your girlfriend's complaining about how bad her period is, get her a box of chocolates and be generally attentive to her needs. You prick. Anyway, one thing with chickens and most other egg-laying critters is that they only have one hole in their pelvic region, which is called a cloaca, I think. Or cloaca. Cloaca? So the Croatia basically acts like a funnel, taking all the eggs and waste and sending it down the same chute. And while this might sound convenient at first, there is one fatal disadvantage that affects chickens in particular. Sometimes the egg can get stuck on its way out, leading to a condition known as egg binding. And since this means nothing can exit the clamato anymore, the egg-bound chicken ends up dying of constipation over the course of a couple days. Hey Jerry, how you doing? Not good, Sean. Not good. Oh man, what's wrong? It's just... Ever since Jenny got egg bound,
All right, this is all
expenses
bullshit.
are through. But they say, don't put all your eggs in one. I'm sorry to contact me.
But I don't know if it's what's it called? I don't know if it makes sense to you. It definitely didn't make sense to me because 5,000 years before Christ, I want to see a recording of, I mean, or a picture of a chicken. You know what I mean?
So what do you think?
I think they were they were made like in a lab or something. I think we underestimate Egypt. You know what I mean? I think we underestimate them alchemist people over there. I don't think the chicken is more than 7,000 years ago because my whole thing went out, but I can tell you. Let me put it up real quick.
Do you eat chicken?
No, I don't.
Me neither.
I did. Okay. Okay. Christian meaning Christian of the gene. So the man, I can't even find it now, and I had it too. It was oh my god, I can't. Where? Okay, let me. Plus gene. Okay, let me see if I can find it like this. Okay, so right here it's saying sometime between 590 and 600 604 AD, Poor Gregory I took this step further, declaring the rooster emblem of St. Pete was the most suitable symbol for the Christianity. It is thought that the declaration led to the first rooster appearance on top of the weather happen. How do you say? Hold on, let me. Weather happen. How do you say? What is that? Is that ain't that a shelter? Hold on, let me share this screen with you so you guys can see it too. So right here. Can you see that?
Yeah, yeah.
Is that how do you pronounce that? Weather Venice? Is that like
I,
a
I guess I never seen that word before.
right? And then check this out though. Whenever I'm it's crazy. Whenever I type that, um, right here, it doesn't give me a definition. It only give me a portable shelter and shelter system. Weather Harvin Global Resource, which I guess is a company, but it doesn't give me it doesn't give me a firm definition of what it is, especially 600 AD. Weather was bad. I like weather. Fishing. Yeah, you just don't. I don't know. I might have to do some research. I just researched it like an hour ago, and I was trying to come with a conclusion. But I think chicken was made. What's it called? I think chicken was made genetically in a lab. So so the like the governments and what was before the kings, you know what I'm saying, the king system and all that, so they can feed the population. You know what I mean? So it
Yeah,
was,
that would make sense. But do you think it came from what that fowl that they say it came from? Do you think they modified that bird to where it lays eggs and every day?
yeah, I think that's what they did. I think they took the original one and they trying to I guess domesticate it and modify it to where it can lay eggs every day. But it's like why would you want a chicken to lay eggs every day? You know what I mean? Like
Money,
right,
food.
right. Money, food, you know what I'm saying? So many other things you can do with eggs. Didn't you hear about how what is it? Witches, how they grab an egg and pass it all throughout your body and then you crack it and then all that dark energy goes to the egg and when you cracked it, the whole egg is black. You never heard of that?
No, never
That's a,
had.
that's actually a Puerto Rican brujeria tradition. So, and it's really old. It's like older. That tradition is actually older than Christianity itself. But that's what I'm saying. Like them, they're not as dumb as they portrayed these media portrayed they was, man. I think these kingdoms were really aware of what they were doing. You know what I mean? What they do, one thing that they do is to actually understand the our population or what was the civilians of that time was. You know what I mean? Because back in the days, you didn't have factories to like plug out the chickens and all that. And you didn't have enough. Like, what do you think you was eating before? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even like. I don't understand. Like, why we wasn't eating like eagles and other and you know what I'm saying animals that fly. Like, gotta be eating chicken. That nigga chicken don't even all the chicken do is just lay egg all day. You know what I'm saying? I don't get it. But it was an interesting point I was trying to bring up. See if somebody uh can come up with something. But other than that, I ain't got nothing else, man. I'm not gonna get into detail with the things that I have now. But how's your day, man? How you been?
Man, I'm pretty good. I got to go to the gym at some point, but I just been chilling. I watched Bro Sanchez stream on there arguing with a globalist. You
Oh
know,
yeah, you saw that?
yeah,
How that turns out.
man, globalists they're just crazy, bro. He said if you get on the top of a moving car and you jump, you will land in the same spot. And Bro
Right.
Sanchez is just tearing them up, bro. Like, how you gonna jump a 80-mile-per-hour car? If you jump, like, you gonna
Yo,
get skinned up. Like, you gonna get skinned up.
I was laughing so hard, bro. You know this.
Crazy.
Bro, Sanchez, eat him up, boy. Listen. That man did it. Listen, hey, like I said, I put on the chat. I was like, I made a better globe director than him. You know what I'm saying? Because
Right.
he put the human in a situation where he was on the airplane. You know what I'm saying? Like give you a scenario, like you in an airplane, right? You get out of your seat, and then you jump. And if you jump, you're gonna still be on the airplane. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now that's a valuable point, and we can go ahead and make a discussion out of that. But your dumb man talking about the back of a truck, like like you're not gonna hit the ground as soon as your dumb ass. Oh my god, bro. Then he trying to tell bro Sanchez like he's misleading his people or he's evil. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
all that nigga trying to do is he's just trying to look for the truth.
And like Bro Sanchez, like if he's wrong, he'll come out and he'll say he's wrong. Like he'll like contradict himself sometimes, and like that's legit because like some of these people, even if they're wrong, they'll still stick with their beliefs. But like if like these globalists, it doesn't matter what you tell them, they're stuck in a belief system. Like even if you prove them wrong, they're stuck in a belief system. And
Right.
like us, if you tell us something and it makes sense, it's a fact, we'll rethink it.
Right.
But these people, they just won't rethink nothing. Like they're stuck in a belief system. It's ridiculous.
You know what's crazy? See that was the
Yeah,
same dude that we shoot up on Glows Bro Sanchez what's the name of Flat Power TV?
yeah,
He came in. I don't know if you saw that stream. He came in and trying to argue us about the same thing, the Mercator map and some other arguments. And listen, bro, we shoot him up. Like I'm talking about, we was like we was smacking him mentally. Like he. You know what he used to? You know what he did? He just drop out of the call and go look up how to debunk flat Earth, and then come back to the call and trying to debunk us. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like
and yeah,
you're not really seeking for no truth. You're just trying to just what? You just trying to just come here to disturb us. Like we want some real gloverters to just come into the channel. You know what I'm saying? And present some science. And this is where we're going. Like you gotta understand. Like I'm on my Facebook. I be commenting a lot of crazy stuff that I believe in and some truth because I post facts. You know what I'm saying?
mm-hmm,
And half of the people, or even more, that comment on my shit negatively, not negatively, but trying to criticize it, though none of them come with a valid factual point. How do you expect me to react to your comment when you're not making no factual, tangible points? You know what I'm saying?
they just like you mean like name calling and like you
Right,
stuff
like
like
you
that.
retarded. Hold on, let me look for one right now.
I know, bro. I've been running my Instagram page for 2 years now. And when I first started my Instagram page, like I would get pissed and I would go back and forth with people in the comments for like hours. And like now that I've been running my page for so long, I don't even give them the time of day no more. Like if they're just calling names and shit, I just delete the comments.
Yeah, bro. That's what I'm gonna start doing too. You know what I mean? Because I don't have time for nobody that don't come with factual, tangible, and evidence. You know what I mean? He don't serve me no good. All he does is trying to get me off my square. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But hopefully, man. Hopefully, I don't lose hope on humanity. But I don't know, bro. Like I don't feel like we're gonna have a lot of soldiers. I feel like the people that we the people that we secluded ourselves with and have
Mm.
these type of discussions, I think that these are the people that are gonna save future, you know what I'm saying, future generation. That's why we need to hit the kids, bro. It's so important to talk to kids, bro. Like 13, 14-year old, man.
Yeah,
Because
like my little brother and sister, like my little sister's 11, my little brother's 13, and they come home with homework about planets and math on the planets and Saturn's ring and you know
mm,
just crazy indoctrination. And I'm telling them like, you got to do your work. You got to get like good grades on your work, but that stuff's not real. Like that stuff is not real. And they be
right,
watching their movies. Universal Studios come up with the globe. You know what I mean? Beginning of the Universal movies, it's always got the globe Earth.
right,
And I tell them like, this is how they program us with all these movies. They put the globe in front of your face.
right.
They put the globe uh, in the classroom, and they know. But my little my little brother, he's 13. He has autism, so he doesn't know much. Like it took him 2 years to understand that Santa Claus is not real.
Mm, mm.
Even though we tell him, he won't believe us. He's like, "No, Santa's real," and I'm like, "No, he's not. Santa is mom." But you
Right.
know, he has autism, but it's just it's just messed up how they do it, how they got the system in
And
place.
you know what, bro? Them autism kids, they be the smartest. They be the smartest, bro.
Yeah.
Swear. My little brother, he autistic too. He got autism. But
Hmm.
listen, my mom indoctrinated him with um Christianity.
Yeah.
So bro, he goes so hard. He goes so hard for Christianity, bro. I'm like, I wish he could have that same passion for the things that we learning right now. You feel me?
Yeah.
Because he'd be extraordinary, bro. He'd be outstanding, bro. And
My little,
I'm trying to talk to him, bro. I'm trying to talk to him like, look, bro, come on, come on, sit with me. Let's talk about this, man. Let's use our brain. Put your thinking caps on. You know what I'm saying?
hmm
And I ain't trying to give him too much. You know what I'm saying? Because if you give him too much, you you might put that kid in a confusion state, and now he's not gonna believe you or mom. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah.
So
Like the other day, my little brother said, Jesus healed my cut. And I said, no, bub. I said, your body healed your cut.
right, that's simple thinking though. You feel
Yeah.
me? My mom sent me a video. My brother, he was 12 at the time. Dude, he actually went to the pastor's face, took the microphone and started predicating and stuff. I'm like, look, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, this, like, he need to be focused on something else. You know what I'm saying? He should not be focusing on that right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That all is gonna bring him is confusion when he grow up. And my mom just don't want to understand, man. You know how many times I sit down with my mom and try to talk about it. Be like, Mom, it's not him, it's you. You the one that brought me here. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
You took all that power, all that energy. You know what I'm saying? To create something. And it wasn't even my mom only. You know what I'm saying? My dad too.
Right.
You gotta think about it. Without my dad, I wouldn't be here. Without my mom, I wouldn't be here. So I needed both of them. So they both put that energy, even though it was sex energy, right?
Yeah.
They put that energy into me. And now I'm here. Why are you giving the glory to somebody that's not there? You know what I'm saying? Give the glory to yourself. You know what I'm saying? Now my mom, she just she just wanna have a faith, bro, because Puerto Rico is in another state of chaos. So
And like a lot of people that grew up learning about Jesus, like they tell you if you don't believe in Jesus, you will like go to hell basically. So they believe in Jesus just for that reason. Like it's like a card in their back pocket. Like if I need to play this card, I'm going to play this card just because I don't want to go to hell. But what I believe, because I don't know if you've read the story of Jesus. Like,
yeah, yeah.
like it's a powerful story. Like the message, I tell people, you should be following the message. You shouldn't be praising the messenger. Jesus didn't even want to be praised. Like he told one of his disciples, why do you call me good? There is none good but God. And he didn't even want to be called good. How do you think if he's, he ain't real, he's our spirit. But basically, why are people praising this man when they should be listening to his message?
Hmm.
That's the way I see it.
And that's another way I be telling Christians too. You know what I'm saying? Like think about us, for example. We going against the power that be. You know what I'm saying? All day, every day.
Yeah.
We wake up thinking about other ways to free our people. You know what I'm saying? We ain't out here praising to nobody because we know what we are. You know what I'm saying? We
Exactly.
we, we know who we are. So how can I be wrong when I'm trying to free y'all? You know what I'm saying? And you praising him when he tell you not to praise nobody. Who do you think is more Christian? Either you or me. You feel me?
Yep.
Like that made me more of Christian by default because I'm going against the power that be without no fear, fearless. You feel me? And people don't understand. Like I don't get how they don't understand that. No, but you gotta pray. No, but no, it's not about all that, man. My man, Jesus went to. Do you remember that story? He went to his church, was it? And start throwing everything around, man. Fuck
Yeah.
all this.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
He don't care about none of that.
Flipping the money tables or whatever, money
Yeah.
changers. Yeah.
He ain't care about none of that. He care about what you gonna do to get your brother out the situation that is. You feel me?
Yeah. And
You know
free
what
your
I'm saying?
mind.
Ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? Ain't like I say, bro. Like Jesus, like all that. That story is all like a manual for people to walk in a good direction. it shine light of how human beings can coexist with each other. But it doesn't mean that you should be like him all the time. Because if a motherfucker smack me, I'm not putting the other chick.
Right.
And you feel me? And that's what the powers that be fears. They fear.
Now,
You feel me? You say what?
if somebody puts their hands on me, like I ain't turning another cheek. But if somebody says something to me, like that might be offensive or just calls me a name or something, well, I'm gonna turn the other cheek. Like I'm not gonna waste my energy on you.
Right,
But
right.
if you physically harm me or my family, like it's on. It's a
You
wrap.
feel me? It's a wrap. We going to war. Ain't nothing to none of that. And that's what they fear. They fear that the people that are the majority of the people will wake up to be fearless against these powers. As soon
Yeah.
as you start being fearless and they start doing something, and you be like, okay, well, now I ain't turning the other chick. I'm going to find you. And that's what they fear. Because you gotta understand, this is what I was doing with this is what I'm doing with the hidden code. The hidden code, the whole purpose of it was to bring a blood ritual and present it to people to in a way where people think it's about love, when it's actually about blood and suffering. You feel me? It's all about that. The ritual that they were doing back in the days was kids crying, burning up the hands of the Baphomet, while orgies and all that was happening, and then they cover all that and give it another name, which was the Jesus sacrifice, the sacrifice of the Messiah, which
Oh,
is the sacrifice. You feel me?
so does that have anything to do with Leviticus in the Bible? Because
Uh,
if you ever read Leviticus, it's like all about sacrifices.
yeah, I don't know.
You know
You
what I
gotta
mean?
refresh my mind.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You gotta refresh my mind. But you know who he got, which with who he gotta do. We gotta be with deal with. He gotta do. He got a lot to do with Isaac and Abraham.
Yeah,
Remember Isaac and Abraham when
yeah.
when God told him to sacrifice his kid at the peak of the mountain, and then an angel came and stopped Abraham from sacrificing his kid.
I don't know. I don't think I remember off the
That's
top.
in Genesis 22. You can look
Genesis.
it up. Yeah, Isaac and Abraham. You don't remember that?
I remember. I've read Genesis, but I'm not 100% sure. I'm about to look at it right now.
Hold on, I'm gonna look it up too. I'm posting pictures of it. I'm screen sharing right
I'm
now.
actually, I'm reading it,
Oh, okay.
but you can go ahead and do that too for the people.
All right. You can read it out loud if you want to. I don't want to get into it. I've been in. Listen, man. I have sleepless nights, sleepless night doing research about these Jewish people.
Hey, bro, you live in Columbus, right?
Yes, sir.
I'm only like an hour away from you, bro. I bet we gonna link up one of these days.
Hell yeah. Just let me know. Well, where you trying to link up or did you see that picture? Oh, you got my Facebook, dude. Like we got
Yeah, I do.
I can send you my phone from Facebook and we can actually link up next week. I ain't got nothing to do next week. I go to work this week though. Um you see the pictures, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, and you reading it? You still reading it?
Yep.
Okay. So you can see it on Genesis 22. Let me look it up. Let's see the book of Isaac, right? Okay, let me look it up. Early the next morning, Abraham got up and loaded his donkey. He took with him two of his servants and his son Isaac. When he had cut enough wood for the burnt offering, did you hear that?
Yeah.
When he had cut enough wood for the burnt offering, he set out for the place God had told him about. On the third day, Abraham looked up and saw the place in the distance. He said to his servant, "Stay here with the donkey while I and my boy go over there. We will worship and then will be we will come back to you." Abraham took the wood for the burning offering and placed it on his son Isaac, and he himself carried the fire and the knife. As the two of them went on together, Isaac spoke up and said to his father Abraham, "Father." "Yes, my son," Abraham replied. "The fire and wood are here," Isaac said, "but where is the lamb for the burnt offering?" You see, his son didn't even know about this. Don didn't even know it was a setup. Abraham answered, "God himself will provide the lamb for the burnt offering, my son." And the two of them went on together. Then they reached the place God had told him about. Abraham built an altar there and arranged the wood on it. He burned his son, he bound his son Isaac and laid him on the altar on top of the wood. Then he reached out his hand and took the knife to slay his son. But the angel of Lord called out to him from the heaven, "Abraham, Abraham." "Here I am," he replied. "Do not lay a hand on on the boy," he said. "Do not do anything to him." You feel me?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm reading it
So,
with you.
okay, so that's enough for that. But what I was trying to explain to
And
you
the
was,
next line it says Abraham seen a ram stuck in the thickets by his horns, and he went and took the ram and offered the ram instead of his son.
mm-hmm,
So
mm-hmm.
what were you gonna say about it?
Oh, let me put this one. This one is better. What I was about to say about it? Wow, is Abraham a Hebrew? Do you know if he was a Hebrew?
I'm not sure. I
Abraham was.
when I listen to Abraham, well, when I
Mhm.
read about Abraham, I don't think he was a real person. I think Abraham represents the spirit.
You think so?
Yeah,
It
because
could be. I mean,
if
shit.
you look up Galatians,
Hmm.
uh, I think it's Galatians 2:24.
Okay. Galatians. Two 24.
I'm pretty sure. I'm about to find out.
Well, what I was going with this because actually, Abraham and Isaac is a Hebrew name. It was a Hebrew name that was used by the Jewish people back in the day. So what I was about to say about this was I can find it, man. Let me tell you what I was about to say. What I'm
Okay.
about to say was um hold on, cause somebody say what have I stumbled up on it. What I was about to say is actually Abraham is a Hebrew name, and what I see about this story is because an angel I can see it as an angle, right? So one of the angles of Abraham told him not to sacrifice his son because his son wasn't even aware of the sacrifice, right? He was asking him like, "Oh, where's the lamb?" and all this. So he actually wasn't aware of. So for me, that looked like a setup. Now that sacrifice have a lot to do with this right here. Let me put it up. This is how Hebrews. Oh, damn, I can't even find it. But a Tophet is what the Hebrews used to use back in the day. We can use this one. This is the god Baal, where they used to put babies in the hands of Baal, and fire was coming under the hands, and they will put the baby in the hands of Baal, and the baby will burn alive, and they will do whatever they have to do. But the Tophet is something like that. Used to put wood around it, just like this. Hold on, let me go back. They used to put wood. I can't even find it, but I'm definitely gonna put it up. They used to put wood just like Abraham did around the baby, and they used to burn that baby alive and will feed off of the cries of the baby. And this was actually 300 years before Jesus was born. The story, what I'm trying to tell you is that the sacrifice that they used to do back in the days that were considered and them by popes in 110 countries. These sacrifices were hidden in stories like the Bible and the Quran. So whenever you see a cross with Jesus Christ in it, you actually seeing how Jewish people back in the days used to take little kids and put them in a cross position. Now, this is something that I teach on one of the lessons, and let me look it up because I don't want to mislead you. So let me look it up. You can keep reading the Genesis 22 if you want to.
Oh, I finished it.
Oh, you finished it?
Yeah, I was gonna show you what I was gonna say after yours finished.
All right, yo. You can do that while I look up for the, because I think it's gonna take me a while to look.
So I found the verse in Galatians, and I want you to take a look at it because it make you look at stuff a lot different.
Okay.
It's Galatians 4:22, verse 22.
Mm. Let me pull out my. You say Lamentations 2:22 or
Galatians.
Galatians? Okay. Let me look it up. Okay. I only got Galatians 2
4:22.
4:22. Okay.
Yeah.
4:22. Okay. Let me see.
Now it says, you there?
Yeah.
It says, for it is written that Abraham had two sons, one by a bondsmaid, and the other by a free woman.
Mm.
And then 23 says, but he who was of the bondswoman was born after the flesh, but he of the free woman was by promise. And then verse 24, it says, which things are an allegory. You see that?
This one say I don't know if it. See, this is why I don't like electronic Bibles.
Yeah, I'm using King James Version.
Oh Lord.
It says, which things are an allegory. And the allegory is a story that's not real. It's just
Right. It's
portraying.
not tangible. You cannot prove it.
So if it says this one story about Abraham and his two women was an allegory, then are the others, everything else about Abraham also an allegory? Is it not literal? Does it have to do with the mind, the spirit, the flesh? It's not actual real person because it tells that it's an allegory.
Now, if you go all the way back there, we gotta really do the etymology of the word Abraham, right?
And
then we can do scale geometry.
Abraham wasn't even his real name at first. At first, his real name was Abram. You remember?
Yeah. That's true. Oh, that gave me the chill. That gave me the chill. We're on to something.
And then Ham was added to his name, which meant spirit.
So Abram's spirit.
Abra, and then Ham. I have notes in it in one of my notebooks because I went deep into understanding, like, because I never thought that Bible was literal. Like I thought the sacrifices, like when they say he sacrificed the son, that's what people do in the flesh. The evil people, they do that for real, like in real life, they sacrifice kids and shit. But when we're supposed to read it in a spiritual way, like we're sacrificing our first thoughts during meditation. So think about it. He said he was going to sacrifice his son, which is a good thing, but like his son's a good thing, not sacrificing him. But then God came down, which would be your spirit, come down and tell you, don't sacrifice your son, sacrifice the animal, the ram, because that's our animal nature. The ram would represent our animal nature. So he went and he said, okay, I'm not going to sacrifice my son because that's the good part of me. I'm going to sacrifice my animal nature. I'm going to sacrifice the ram over there that's tangled up in the bushes.
Mm.
So if you think of it in a spiritual way, the ram ain't even real. It represent our animal like nature, and then the sun represent our good spirit. So
More
he
the light,
okay,
the
so
light, the
yeah,
the what shine light to the darkness, which you know.
yeah, so that's what I believe when they speak of sacrificing animals. It's really you're supposed to sacrifice your animal nature in order to be a better person.
Right, right. That's a good explanation. Hey, I ain't even gonna knock that off because that's a great explanation. And that it could be seen like that. This is the thing. It could be seen like that. Put the
Yeah.
nature, put the nature of the sacrifice. Hold on, look, watch this real quick. Watch this.
Ritual murder being carried out in an extremely vicious manner, there's one other difference that sets this crime apart from others. When such crimes are uncovered, not only the local.
Do you see that?
Yeah, I do.
Who that look like?
It's kind of blurry, but it looked like he has a crown on, low key. Does he have a crown?
Yes, sir.
Like,
Like baby Jesus.
yeah.
And look at the position he's in. Now, watch this.
Jewish groups, but Jews from all over the entire world seek to conceal it. In the past, Jews have even set aside a special fund to cover up such acts. However, by doing this, they become, as the police might say, accessory after the fact. From time to time, there have been brave and honest Jews who would deviate from their kinsfolk and admit to the truth of these crimes. While such honesty was not common amongst Jews, it still occurred on occasions. For this reason alone, a blanket indictment against all Jews cannot be made. Indeed, some Jews, young and old, have admitted these crimes in front of court, written about them in books, discussed.
Do you see that?
Yeah.
Now, do you ever, because you're on a Puerto Rican household, right?
No.
You never live in a Puerto Rican household?
Oh, I did back in the day.
Because so you know that they have baby Jesus with the crown. Also, sometimes they will have that them type of figures.
Yeah, yeah. My grandma, she was a hardcore Christian. I was raised a Christian, so yeah.
So the representation of it, of the baby Jesus in the middle, right? Acting like he's in the cross. It's not a good one because 300 years before Christ, these people that you see around here, there were Hebrew people. There were people that were Gentiles back in the day, and the Jewish cult changed them and make them who there was, which was blood sucking people. So what they used to do is they used to take little kids from especially they don't take their own kids. They don't take Jewish kids. They take kids that are foreign. For example, a lot of Germany kids were reported missing back in the days, and nobody didn't do nothing about it until Hitler came along and stopped it.
Even today, kids coming up missing.
Right. So now you see, now you give me the chills. So we on something again. You gave me the chills.
Yeah.
Now we can see that this image that we see here is it appears to your grandma and my grandma and our mom and our dad as a picture or as a figure of just representing Jesus Christ, right? And
Hmm.
baby Jesus. But to me, which actually did a little bit of research on the Jewish cult, it represents a blood ritual. Now, I'm gonna ask you this, right? If I have a symbol right now, if I have a symbol right now, like my phone right now, for example, if I have a phone and this device that I have right here, for me, it represents uh uh a device of evil and sacrifice, uh so I can have a good crop or I can have a good year next year. But for you, I'ma tell you that this device is a good and holy device that will give you luck and love all along.
Yeah.
My intentions are bad, but you think my intentions are good. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like a miss energy between that. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
you can see it as
So like you can look at it, you can think it represents something good, but the deeper meaning could represent something bad.
exactly, and that's how they get to your subconscious. You know why? Because your conscious, you like I told my friend the other day, your subconscious is tapped in to the universe. It's tapped into everybody. So everybody know everything. Like everything I know on my conscious, my subconscious know it, and your subconscious know it. No matter what, everybody knows the truth. We
Yeah.
just gotta make them conscious about it. That's the thing. You feel me? Because you're not conscious about it, but your subconscious is conscious. So now, when you see these symbol or these figures, your it goes to your conscious, which is you will think it's good, but in your subconscious, no is bad.
Bro, just like how they watch we watch the movies of Moses splitting the sea. You know the old movies back in the day? Like like when I said that, a picture came up in your mind of of that movie as if it's a real thing happening, like a man really split the sea. But we know now, we know that's a representation of some deeper spiritual shit and perspective and all that.
Mhm.
But like a lot of people have a vision in their mind of a white man with a beard as God and a white man with long hair as Jesus and a man with a rod splitting the sea as Moses. But we know that all that stuff means something different.
Right.
But
That-
look, I got to piss real bad, so I'll be back in like 30 seconds.
go ahead, go ahead. So what I was telling the people when I was trying to explain to Cedar is that you, no matter how asleep you think your mom or your grandma is, or your brother, anybody, don't, no matter how asleep they is, on their subconscious, they know what you know, because your subconscious is tapped with everybody else subconscious. But your conscious, you can only control it. You is personal, is individual. Subconscious is when you tap in into that deeper self and get a deeper connection with yourself, which is the oneness, which is this the self, which is the mother. You feel me? So your subconscious know that this is wrong, but you're not conscious about it, and that's where the spiritual battle begins. No matter how much you think you love Jesus or Allah or Buddhist or any other religion, subconsciously you know is wrong, because you know the meanings of them were wrong back in the day. So With that being said, every time you feel attacked from demons or these other deities that you think they appear, it is yourself going against yourself because yourself know deeply inside that this is wrong. But since you're not conscious about it, you don't know what to do. You know what I'm saying? And that's what happened with my mom. That's what happened with my grandma. That's what happened with a bunch of people that I know. Subconsciously, they know the truth, but consciously they're not awake. So they're in a constant fight of of trying to understand the world and trying to understand themselves.
And really, um, all you really need is nature to understand shit. Like if you just disconnect from all the books and all the teachings and all the different craziness going around and just observe nature, you will really start to understand reality a lot more as well.
Right. All people gotta do is look around you. And this is the thing. People victimize themselves because they say, well, every time I look around, all I see is housing projects. Well, just walk, dude, or take a ride to the country. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Go somewhere where nature is at. You feel me? Don't just victimize yourself and just sit there and trying to complain about it. Go around it. You see nature every day. Every time you wake up, you see light. You can see. So that's another. You know what I'm saying? Another way I can see this thing or see that is this way. Whenever I wake up, I feel grateful not because Allah or some other. It's because unconditional love is given to me. You feel me?
Bro,
It's
I'm always grateful. I'm always grateful. Because if you're grateful,
definitely
you can't be you can't be depressed. You can't be anxious. You can't be pissed. If you're grateful, you're automatically always in a good mood. And like I've I've read that in a lot of books and I've practiced it and it's true. It's 100% true.
right. And practice what you preach and you know what I'm saying. You ever heard of the law of attraction?
Yeah, I actually wrote a book on that.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, it's called, well, it's not released yet because I just recently wrote it, but it's called Ancient Manifestation Secrets.
Of the law of attraction?
Yeah, it's basically the law of attraction, but I named it Ancient Manifestation Secrets, the guaranteed keys to manifesting anything you desire.
Hmm.
And it's a powerful book. Um, I plan
We
on like selling it, like marketing it in a way to where people will buy it because um I know the law of attraction is real. Whatever you think about, like you see those signs. Uh, hold on. See those signs?
hold on. Hold on. What sign? Can see. Okay, yeah, I can see them now.
I don't know if you can read them. They're kind of blurry.
No, I cannot read them, but
Also got vision board. Like that's all the places that I want to go, and I got a vision board for it, so that every time when I wake up, I see the places I want to go. Like got like temples in Egypt and like beaches all around the world and like places in India. You know, like I want to travel the world and stuff, and I know that I'm like my thoughts control that. So if I
just
keep it in front of me, I'm gonna be able to
to do
do.
what?
Yeah,
And that's powerful right there, brother. And I need. Listen, we need to link up for real because let me tell you this. I just went today to this media school, and I'm actually going to start a class on broadcasting and on television programming on June, and my classes will let me interview people, whatever people that I want to interview, And I got like 35 songwriters that I know. And I mean, you leave an hour away, we can do some podcasts too, man. You know what I'm saying? And get these started because I think is really important for us to go out there and let people see us because as you can see, we are light bodies, right?
You
So
said,
we got. I say as you hear me?
yeah,
Okay. I say as you can see, we are light bodies, right?
yep,
Every time you come in the body, you come. Every time you come in the body, you can see your Merkaba, which is your soul and spirit, right? So your body is a light body, so we gotta shine, brother. It's not about publicity. It's not about being famous. It's about shining. Let your body channel that. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes I just be thinking about it, and I be like, damn, I don't really wanna just go out there and talk to people about all this, but hey, we have this information for a reason.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's why we spread it too, because like I feel like having all this information and all this knowledge, like it really does no good to keep it to
Yeah,
yourself. Like I feel like it must be spread.
yeah. All he does is gonna harm you, bro. If you keep it, it's gonna harm you. You know when you ever had like a rope around your hand
Yeah.
and you keep pulling back and you keep tying it up and hurting your hand. But
Mm-hmm.
if you let it go, your hand be okay.
Yeah.
That's the same thing with this truth, brother. That's the
Yeah.
same thing with this truth. If we hold it back, it's gonna hurt us. And you know how the way this is gonna hurt at least me. The way it hurt me to keep it back is seeing my people hurt, seeing my people keep suffering, and that hurt. Seeing my mom the way she is, you know what I'm saying? That hurt me a lot. So I'm like, nah, though, I gotta do something with this.
Man, that's how I feel too, because like I grew up in poverty, basically not that bad. Like my mom always kept a roof over our head and stuff, but um basically like I have dreams, like I have goals, like I want to and I'm going to like make a lot of money, and not because I want money, it's because the experiences that I can have. Like if I have money, I can travel where I want and I can do what I want and I can positively influence more people.
Definitely.
So
Go ahead.
no, that's basically it. This is my book. I gotta head out in a second, but I don't know how well you can see it because my camera's kind of blurry.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I'm gonna buy that, brother. I'm definitely gonna buy that as soon as you get it out.
Honestly, I need some reviews. I need some reviews for it, so I might actually give it to you if you would be willing to give me a review.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Always.
I'll have to
And
send
and
it
and
to
I'm
Facebook.
and I can promote it for you. You know what I'm saying? My Facebook. I know I don't have a lot of friends and stuff like that, but like I said, bro, like after June, I'm gonna be in a media school where I can do my own TV show and all that. So after that, I'm gonna have a little bit of boom, and you know what I'm saying. I can bring some people to actually like the stuff that I like. You feel me? But hey,
That
man, shoot it this way. I'll let you know. I have two books actually that I want to that I'm in the process of making, but I'm not actually good at writing. My
hey,
my my level to
what I did, bro.
Mhm.
Honestly, like, how old are you?
I'm 28.
Oh, you're quite a bit older than me, but I got an old spirit. I'm only 20, bro.
Okay.
But what I did was like at my age, you know, everybody's partying, everybody's out drinking and smoking and shit, and you know that's what I was caught up in. But what I did was I disconnected. I deleted all my social media. So basically nothing was coming to my phone. There was nothing to do on my phone, and I meditated every day, and I cleared my mind, and I just let my spirit flow, and I just wrote. I never wrote a book. I never thought I could write a book. Like that shit sounded like sometimes I even look like, wow, like I actually wrote a book. I kind of can't believe it. But when you disconnect from everything, bro, you get some kind of like power, like focus. When you're focused, your brain works in a different way, and it's just.
Trust me. I know. I used to play basketball, and when I used to get on a song, I used to get triple doubles all day.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? When I used to get on a song, when I used to let my spirit flow, just be yourself in the court. Listen, bro, it's a different story. Now, as soon as you start getting, because this was me. As soon as I was starting getting aware of like, damn, this is me. Damn, I'm doing this. You start fucking up.
Yeah.
Man, listen. That was me, man, back in the day. I'm actually gonna write it, man. I don't care. I'm gonna try to write it too. Let me see because I forgot. Vegan actually, Vegan Warrior. He actually inspired me to do a book. One of the stream that he was doing.
Oh hell yeah!
So I'm trying to make a book of rhetoric 101 and the benefits of knowing what rhetoric is, right? And I was trying to make interest topic. I actually pick up the topic of the man going to the moon. I say topic of rhetoric, right?
Yeah.
So in all of that, you got five figure speech and persuasion, reciprocities. You know what I'm saying? Authority, consistency, liking, and conscious, being conscious, right?
Chapters.
And right there's the chapters. You know what I'm saying? Chapter 2, perspective. Chapter 4, self education. You know what I'm saying? Things like that.
Yeah, like I'll tell you my chapters so you have a little idea. Like the first chapter, it says, "What do you want? Why do you want it?" Chapter number 2, "Thoughts are things." Number 3, "Understanding the mind." And you got self-image, the power of meditation, and outer dialogue. You have a gift, and then 30-day mental fast. Those are the chapters.
Damn, man. You just you re-inspire me to keep going with the book too.
Yeah, man, do it, bro. Because I mean, the first chapter is the most important, bro. Like, what do you want? Why do you want it? If you don't know what you want, and if you don't know why you want it, then you don't know what you're doing, really. So just figure out what you want and why you want it. But for real, I'll send you the link. I'll send you the book for free. As long as you write me a genuine review, and that's all I need. That's all I need.
Hey, brother, I'm here. I'm gonna take my time and read the book. You know what I'm saying? And whenever you're ready, man, we can have a podcast. Just going through the book and me asking you questions about the book. Actually, you know what I'm saying? And
Okay.
and we can start from there, man. I listen, man. I love to have people like you, especially because you're young. You're a young cat, man, and people like that, they're hard to find. I don't care about Nicki Minaj or Kanye West coming to my podcast, man. I need people like you in my podcast for real.
Hey, I appreciate that too.
You
I
know what
did.
I'm saying?
I do.
I don't need no famous people, man. I need people like you that is trying to build something for good. You know what I'm saying? And for the people.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you can send it to me to my email or you want me to.
I can literally send the link right to your Facebook, right to your
Okay.
messenger.
Okay. So send it to me. I might read it, man, and I will probably by Wednesday or Thursday we can have a podcast or whenever. No, I don't want to go that fast. I want you to do your part in trying to perfect it
Yeah,
as much as you can.
because
And
like I
whenever
said,
you
because I haven't released it just yet.
right, whenever you're ready to release it, whenever you're ready to deliver it to the people, just let me know, man, and I'm gonna make sure Bro Sanchez know about this too, and I'm gonna make sure Vegan know about this too. See if we can, you know what I'm saying, bring you a little bit more viewers.
Yeah, that's in the plans, but that's in the future.
Okay, okay.
The near
Well,
future, though, the near future.
definitely. Listen, as long as you have in the future to you know what I'm saying, to spread that knowledge to the youngsters, man, and to the people, I'm with it, man. I'm with it. Because we need to build our own community, man. This is how we build it. With people like you know what I'm saying? People like me reporting, people like Big and people like Bro Sanchez, you know what I'm saying? People like Huey and others, you know what I'm saying? We can make this happen, man. We can make this shake. You know what I'm saying?
And hell yeah, man. And like, I actually have a platform. I know you don't use Instagram, but I use Instagram, and I have about like um 18,000 followers on Instagram.
Wow.
So,
Wow. That's a lot.
and I haven't even revealed my book to them yet.
Wait, when do you release that, man?
Yeah,
Listen, I I haven't read it yet, and I'm excited, bro. Because it's something that's gonna help me. I
it,
know it's gonna help me.
actually before I leave, because I gotta leave in like almost now. But
All right,
I dropped my link to my Instagram in the chat room.
all right. I'm gonna
And
put it. Did you put it on the chat room?
yeah, if you just copy it and paste it on Google, you can go straight to my Instagram page and you can take a look at it.
All right, let me see because I, I don't see it.
Because I gotta get to the gym. I'm late.
Can you post it on the You cannot post it on the comments, right? Because I don't see it in the thing. I don't know.
It's right here in the stream yard. I just put it in the stream yard.
Okay. All right. Oh yeah, I see it right here. Yep. I'm about to go right now. I'm about to go in a little bit. And whenever you're ready, man, I'm ready for you to read that book.
Okay, I'll send you.
I don't read books a lot, but listen, bro. Whenever a book like have you ever heard uh the 22 immutable laws of marketing?
No, I've not heard of that.
Listen, that's an interesting book. Actually, Nipsey read that book too. The 22 immutable laws of marketing, bro.
Oh, if you know how to market, you will be rich. Like that is what I focused on for like 8 months, focused on straight marketing, and now I'm gonna market my book.
Definitely. That's why I'm saying go if you can, whenever you can, check that 22 immutable laws for marketing. And focus is one of the things, is I think is the biggest thing is focus. Like you say, if you can focus 8 months on marketing your book, listen, you're gonna be rich, bro. I
Yep,
know.
I sent it to you.
All right,
So
yeah. He came back. I'm gonna start reading it now. I'm about to get out of here too, because I'm tired, man.
yeah,
I had a bad day today, so gotta meditate and all that. But I appreciate that, man. I appreciate you coming in, man. You always call me, man, and show your love, man. You and what's the name of that cat? I forgot. Oh, Man's Eye. You and Man's Eye, you the only one that fuck with me for real. But I keep going, you know what I'm saying? Because I know it's not easy. It's not
Yeah,
going to be easy, you know what I'm saying? But
everything starts out small, you know. So
hell yeah, I appreciate you, man, coming in, man, and trying to exchange some words with me, man. See if you can come in whenever I have the other Jewish cult, the hidden call of the Jewish, man. See if you can be there so you can know, because I'm about to really tell you what the real meaning of the Holocaust is. You feel me?
all right, bro. Well, I'm gonna hop up out of here. I appreciate you and your
All right,
time. You know, Jim.
Mu- all right, much love, brother.
Yo, peace and love, bro.
Peace. All right, people. I'm out of here. You heard the brother. Um, he actually got a book. I didn't even know that. And that book, I'm gonna do a review on it, and I'm actually gonna buy it when he drop it. He's a 20-year-old young man that is trying to pave a way for the conscious community. I hope we can support brothers like this and be a platform for them to get to another level. This is K Gomez here. Uh, I'm gonna leave y'all with this last piece of art of my man Daylight, and I hope
If I would have had this when I was maybe 20, I probably would be a millionaire right now. I've been using output stuff for a while, and when Arcade came out, I feel like that kind of really changed my approach to it. I am chord driven, I am musically driven, so I got it, who I gotta be. The God in me. This is what guided me through this anomaly. How many times did he lie through the honesty? Promised me. I missed the promise. Be prime through the prominence. We got the compromise. Tune the frequency to get the heart a lot. Sip the chakra, no, we got the chakra rise. It's no limit to who we can be if we create the we and get rid of Nintendo. Pretend it's the mental, a thin instrumental. The info for men, we diminish potential. Remain in the issue, but issue remaining humane is the wish you. Subsame to be sane is the issue. Insane is a shame how they dish you. Get plugged to the cable, ain't able to get through the hole that we facing. They label you, then put you into the system. They schooling the victims. The more you think you smart, the more that you get them. The history books that you pick up is history books that you pick up. A hiccup, a stick up, the hiccup, the ass. If you ask me if I believe in this new Bible, no, I believe in our survival. The odyssey, gotta see, this is our arrival. This mission is vital. Dismissing our tribal, but I know the gift is inside you. To get to the gift is the final. To find it and fine tune it. To lift up the final clan. This is the final chance. I hope that I advance. Who knows if we'll be on point like a rhino stand. Tell him I be moving on like a Maya jam. Fuck the prophet, be the prophet. If this what the hide man, I get so tired of hiding, man. I let the council war. We invited, man. Boy, we don't war. We about to plan. I'll be the father, no more, no sonogram. Man, I'ma use this type of sound to see through their belly. I can tell he ready for days. And baby loaves and rallies. Let's get the brave man. Big foot stumping less of the caveman. This a lesson unless we in the mall. We address them, no dress like we in the mall. In the flesh, interested, this in the call. Send the calls, interest them, then in the cause and begin to bring them to God. Planet, we gon' stay there and defend the wall. Panic, we gon' say where they begin to fall. Planet, we gon' reign there like we friend the claws. In the closet, then they say we been retarded. Then these artists winning with their lyrics garbage. Here it started, fearing that they fear the hardest. Do the future, our future severely shorted. Where my activists like the activists is slacking, but we don't got no pets for work to do work for the people. The earth isn't equal. Say no more immigrants. Then 1 year later gave birth to the Eagles. Then yet the Eagles gave birth to a new style. Call us the trappers, don't see this a trajectory, man. It's a trampoline. Yeah, you got mouth, but you sucked in the circle of Urkels with that machine. That was the type of the gula like gutter. The gullet, strap it, gula, a butter. The book, when you don't get the book. Woo, happy you don't get the knowledge. The knowledge you in the shell, but you are not the boss. The pocket dreaded it, but you are not the roster. Thought they gotta say that we should come by Oscar. Got to stop a punch as big as soccer boppers. I provide the obligation. I've been patient, chopper, shop for all this got you facing. Mason operation, I'm to stop the faces. Told me, trophies always stop the bank. But they quit thinking that we don't know horse and gimmicks. Of course, the ending. I stretch for the key to accordion. Whip 'em for cheap, look at that new
accordion. According to this, it's an outlet, but we need according to this. A child, but don't need the coordinates. Africa, I know where the coordinates is. Fuck the Google map, the earth is noodle fat. Now Google that, the true fact is yin and yang inside a Buddha back. The sun is perfect, working, going through the black. The moon is right, as tight as white as through the facts. Due to lack of consciousness is hurting us. That's why the world does the dirt on us, hurting us. But it's not hurting us, cause I'm unlocking the merkable.
On the right to this music, this is K Gomez here, and I'm out.